Hey everybody, so it's Brittany. I'm here. I'm flying solo right now because I just wanted to tell you about this really hilarious show on Netflix that I love. It's called Chewing Gum, like gum that you chew, chewing gum. And it stars Michaela Cole. She's basically the writer and creator of the show. And you might know her because she's in the show Black Mirror. I don't watch Black Mirror. I've been meaning to check it out, but everyone I know that's watched it told me that it's a great show. So if you watch that show, you'll probably recognize her. But she's the star of the show, and she plays Tracy, a 24-year-old, awkward to say the least, girl who is on this hilarious coming of age journey. Tracy has a really religious background that she's trying to overcome. I mean, her mom's the type of person to call you a whore if you're wearing high heel shoes. You know, that's what Tracy's dealing with. So imagine all of the stuff that she probably has had to suppress in her life, right? So she's dealing with that background, and also in a relationship that she's not fulfilled by. Her boyfriend doesn't really want to have sex with her because he's really religious too, and she wants to have sex. And then while going through that up and down kind of we want different things relationship with him, she encounters this other guy who seems to get her, and his name is Connor, but they have a really awkward relationship at times because when he first meets her, he says something that's really like racially insensitive and awkward to her. But, you know, obviously he's not a racist. You get that in the show. Like, he's not a racist. He's just as awkward as Tracy. So he doesn't know what else to say. He's completely ridiculous. He walks up to her and he says, "I see you at work in the store and you have on a hat. You sometimes look like a modern slave." And he's like, no, wait, you're not a slave. I don't know why I said that. So Tracy is confused by it. He's confused by it, and he's actually embarrassed by it. But that's just how awkward he is. Well, they have a relationship that they enter into, you know, not trying to give you any spoilers, but I think that I'm actually being safe enough to where you'll still be shocked by a lot of things. But Tracy gets into that relationship with him, and she just kind of realizes that may not be what she wants either. So then you kind of go from laughing at the show and it just being strictly about the comedy and the awkwardness of Tracy's life to being about Tracy's journey. And it's weird because I wasn't expecting this, but as I was watching it, I found a lot of things that I could relate to and that I think a lot of people can relate to, because when you're coming of age in your early 20s, maybe even mid 20s too, you feel like you don't know what you want. And then you feel like even if you do know what you want, maybe it's not okay to want those things because of the things that you've been told as you were growing up, or the things that you've experienced thus far that would actually change or disappear if you actually chase what you want. You know, you'll actually encounter scarier experiences that you have no knowledge to pull from as to how you navigate those experiences, as to how you should navigate those experiences. So it's a really interesting show because I think we've all been through some point in life where we feel just confused about how to get something we want or about what we want. So it's a really good show. And I think if you love witty humor, you love British humor, you love dry humor, you love sarcastic humor, all of the things that to me are so amazing and that basically make up my sense of humor, you know, you will love this show. I mean, if I had to say what my humor was comprised of, it would be like dry humor, witty humor, sarcasm. All of those things are in this show. So if you love that, watch this show. You will not be disappointed. There are so many good things about it. The writing is great. The characters are great. The acting is great. So many things. And also there are a lot of things too, if you're into actual cinematography and all of that, a lot of those things are just excellently done. You know, I like how you get the feeling when you're watching the show that you actually live in Tracy's neighborhood. You actually feel like you're just like engulfed by everything around her just as much as she is. And I'm not saying that to be corny or like too artsy, you know, for some people, but like, that's the truth. Watch it, give it a try. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen. Hilarious show, hilarious. So give it a try and remember that I was the one that put you on to this awesomeness.